Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next episode of PACRat. I first off, this is a very special episode. Why are you laughing?
You sounded like such a creeper. It was so great.
Like I didn't sound that creepy. Okay, all right, just throwing me under the bus, fucking roasting me already.
You know, we got to start early.
Already the fucking episode.
This is a jam-packed episode, and I need to start like now.
It's a jam-packed episode. It's already gonna be long because it's a special episode. It's the first pay-per-view of our wrestling series.
Yes.
So it's already gonna be long because it's a 3-hour show. And then you're gonna derail the fucking episode. So welcome to the Royal Rumble, everybody. My favorite pay-per-view of the year, every year.
It's a good. It's my favorite as well.
It's always fun. Even if the Rumble match is bad, it's a fun match.
Mm-hmm.
So, this Royal Rumble took place January 19th, 1997, at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas.
First off, way too big of a space for that small-ass stage.
That's true, but they did have a huge amount of a large amount of people, which I'll get to in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But so the tagline for the show was "No more Mr. Nice Guy."
Were they ever nice?
I guess they were saying the whole story was like Shawn had been such a nice guy, but now he wasn't playing around anymore.
Okay, can we talk about like the Beauty and the Beast type music behind Shawn Michaels? Like it was like the opening of Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, for the opening promo that starts.
Yeah.
The show? Yeah. The viewers would have heard that. That's how we're opening the episode. Or when I say "Welcome to the Royal Rumble," we're gonna splice that in there, so they would have heard all that.
Mm-hmm.
But so the attendance of the show was 60,525 people.
That's too many.
And this is the first time in 5 years that the WWE had drawn 60,000 fans to a single show in the U.S.
Okay.
So it was a big deal for them. However, only 48,000 of the fans paid. And it's estimated that 20,000 of those seats were sold through a discount deal that they had at Taco Bell in the area, where they could get the tickets anywhere from $5 to $7.
Oh, they tried.
So they only made a gate of about $480,000. And back then, the building itself cost about over $100,000 to use.
Uh-huh.
So, and they had to pay all the wrestlers. So, they really didn't make much money on the show.
No.
At all.
No, not at all. They might have lost money.
They probably did. So, we have the return of the tornado this week, though. The return of the WWF tornado.
Yes, 50 years in sports entertainment, they say.
They do. We open up with the package for the show that we mentioned. And then we open in the arena with a bunch of pyro.
Well, also, like, okay. This opening. Like, this opening, like, it's like a fucking History Channel show opening.
Oh, they got the weird guitar playing.
Yeah, and then they say, tonight it's about justice, redemption, and a rebirth of sorts. I'm like, who's being reborn?
I was also a big fan of the clip art cowboy hat.
Yes.
That they have throughout the entire show.
Yeah.
I love clip art.
Right from the beginning, you can see that they are playing up a win for Shawn.
Oh, it's his hometown.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course he was. Well, after this, I will tell you, the original plans
Uh-huh.
for the Rumble match.
Uh-huh.
Because what happened has changed a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So what actually happens, but like where they're going with the entire storyline, and then what's going to happen on an episode of Raw that we watch that fucks everything up.
Okay. Is this the next Raw?
I think it is.
I
It's either the next Raw or the Raw after.
love when shit gets fucked up.
So we're in the arena, all the pyro, and then they show us the set, which is barely anything, but it's
so
set.
small. But the Alamo Dome, beautiful. Looks great.
Mm-hmm. There's a really high pitched screamer right on the fucking microphone the entire beginning of this, and they come back during the main event, and I hate it.
I think I was more paying attention to the Spanish and French commentators that have joined them.
Oh yeah, we got the Spanish and French announced team. Also, for the first time, we have a 3-man announce booth. Well, not the first time, but like of all announcers and not like former wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the classic announce team of Vince McMahon,
Mm-hmm.
Jerry the King Lawler, and good old JR.
Lawler sounds like he's going to lose his voice.
He really does. He sounds bad at the beginning.
He does, like, so bad.
But yeah, then they show us, like you said, the French and Spanish announce teams, which is the first time we've seen them. Also, they don't really show them for any Raws. I don't think they have those for Raw. They just have them on pay-per-views, even today.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, show them a little love.
That's true. And then we have our first match. First comes Goldust with Marlena.
I busted out laughing when Goldust just came out. I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, we're just starting off right away.
Well, it's a 3-hour fucking show. You have to start off, like, now.
And this is for the Intercontinental title.
Mm-hmm.
After Goldust entrance, we get a video package. Spicy Spice.
Spicy Spicy.
For Hunter. I thought originally they just started talking about Hunter, so I thought it was just a video package for Hunter Hearst Helmsley. But it's for the feud. But this is, I think, the first time we've heard it.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if the first time in the WWF, but the first time we've heard them call him Triple H.
Oh yeah.
In the video package, Todd Pettengill says Triple H.
I didn't even think of that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so, which is what he goes by, like now. Like everyone knows him as Triple H. So this is the first time we hear it.
Whoa.
On our little journey. So I thought that was an interesting little tidbit. Little factoid.
Little, you know. Little something.
Little information. After that, during the video package,
mm-hmm.
they show the part where the infamous promo between Jerry the King Lawler and Goldust.
Yeah.
Where the King clearly says a homophobic slur because they blur it out or bleep it out. This is when they try to determine if Goldust is in fact gay. And he says he's not gay.
The homophobia.
The homophobia from WWE.
I mean, straight white men.
Jesus Christ, it was bad. Like, I'm so glad we don't have to watch that segment.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least I hope we don't have to watch another segment like that because it's rough.
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised.
So, now out comes Hunter and his bodyguard, Mr. Hughes.
What is the classical song he comes out to?
I have no idea. He does come out to classical music.
We've heard this before.
Well, it's just a classical song. Like, it's a public domain song.
Is it?
Yeah, 100% public domain at that point.
Okay. I was gonna... Because I know for a fact that is one of the songs in Clockwork Orange.
Oh, yeah, totally. I don't know what it is. Like, it's very it's a. I'm trying to look it up right now. It is a public domain song just because it has to be,
Mm-hmm.
because they use a lot of classical music.
Yeah.
They use it for Daniel Bryan. They use Flight of the Valkyries. It's Ode to Joy.
That is not Ode to Joy.
It 100% is Ode to Joy. That's what he comes out to.
Damn it. Wow.
Right?
Why could I not think of that? The
I
name.
couldn't think of it either, though. So, like, don't be too hard on yourself.
Music fans are shaming us.
They should be. We're fucking. We didn't know a Beethoven. So they're making their way down to the ring,
Downtown.
and Goldust rushes him before the match even begins.
Already letting his anger issues get to him.
Yep. So they both get into the ring. The match starts with Goldust in control. He throws Triple H out and drops his throat on the guardrail. Then Goldust goes back into the ring. Triple H is back in. He gets thrown into the corner. Then we get the mounted punches from the second rope.
Mm-hmm.
And Triple H hits an inverted atomic drop and takes control. Goes for the pedigree, but he is slingshotted out of the ring. Goldust grabs the steel steps, drops them. Immediate DQ. Match is over. Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
I'm actually kidding because no one cares about the fucking rules.
Not this evening.
And so match continues.
That's for sure.
Yep. Goldust goes back into the ring. Triple H throats Goldust on the rope and takes control.
Mm-hmm.
Goldust hits a big clothesline. Covers for 2. Then he makes a weird scream. He makes this really weird noise.
Oh my god. It was so great.
And then I wrote, he somehow ends up outside the ring. I don't remember how he ended up outside the ring.
Okay, that happened a lot.
They just keep going out.
These cameramen were not on their A game tonight.
No. Triple H goes to the top and hits a diving axe handle.
Mm-hmm.
Throws Goldust into the ring post. And then Hunter goes to take out Goldust, but hits his knee on the rail. I don't know what I wrote.
But you can't even read your own notes.
Oh, he hits his knee on the steps. This is where he has like Goldust against the steps.
Oh, right.
And he runs and bangs his knee up against it. Goldust again cheats and hits him with the steel steps. He rolls back into the ring.
During this?
There are refs, but they don't care. He rolls Triple H back in, and Goldust starts targeting the knee. So that's the story of this match. They're going to go after the knee. So Goldust locks in the figure 4. Triple H gets out, goes to leave the ring. But Goldust takes him out of the ring anyway, so it didn't really matter. Then they could just go back into the ring. They didn't do anything outside of the ring. They go back in the ring. Goldust rubs his body.
Me too.
And punches Triple H.
That's
Triple
what
H now.
Punch somebody.
Is that how you do it? You like rub up your chest and then you punch them?
Yep. You gotta, get the juices flowing.
That's true. That's very true. Triple H then finally gets back in the ring, dodges a diving crossbody, and then he rolls out of the ring again. Stop going out of the ring.
Yeah.
He throws Goldust into the rail, and then he grabs a chair.
Mm-hmm. There was so much chair grabbing tonight. Oh my god.
And the ref finally goes, okay, rules are going to be enforced, and takes the chair away.
That's when they do it.
And then, okay, middle of the match, Todd Pettengill, this fraud of a human, is interviewing some country singer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who it was.
I cannot tell you.
I don't care who it was. Why is he being interviewed
During a match.
in the middle of a fucking match?
Well, that's not the first time that happened. That's
Oh, no, it is, because this is the first match.
Right.
It does happen again, though. You're correct. And it gets worse
Mm-hmm.
somehow. We're gonna get there.
Oh, I can't wait.
And then he asks like the dude to sing, and the dude starts singing a song, and he changes the lyrics to get a pop from San Antonio. What a fucking mark. Triple H covers Goldust after a knee drop. He kicks out at 2. Goldust hits another big clothesline. He's getting pumped. He does his little scream again.
He does his little, anger management scream.
Back body drop, and then he goes up to the top. Triple H shoves the ref, though, into the ropes, causing Goldust to fall. But Goldust gets back up anyway. He misses an elbow drop. Then Marlena jumps up to the apron, and Triple H sexually assaults her.
Fucking kisses her.
He forcibly kisses her.
Which I'm like, what the fuck?
At this point, Mr. Hughes throws the belt in for Triple H to hit Goldust with, but Goldust takes the belt and cracks Triple H over the head with it.
Revenge.
He goes for the cover, but Mr. Hughes pulls Triple H out of the ring. Then he starts distracting the ref. Goldust attacks Triple H. Triple H goes back into the ring, takes control, and hits the pedigree. And that is the 1, 2, 3.
I was gonna say, it was Helmsley winning, like, fair.
No one wins fair tonight. Let's just... Except for the one match, but I don't have any notes about that match, no.
Is it the same match that I don't have notes about?
The 6-man tag?
Yeah.
Sure is, buddy. Sure is.
Oh, that is not the only one that I do not have notes about. I'm not gonna lie.
So then, after that, we cut to a couple interviews. One with Bret Hart, one with Mankind.
Oh, it's been a marked man, Bret Hart says.
Oh, yeah. We're going to splice these interviews in right about now, but...
Right about now, boys.
Now. But Bret looking super dumb, by the way.
Is he in a Canadian suit where it's all
sure
black?
Is. Well, he's Canadian, so...
Okay.
He's from Canada.
He's wearing his traditional...
Yeah, the Harts are all from Canada.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
Sure does. That's why he has that weird accent when he speaks.
Eh?
Like, it's not a full Canadian accent, but it's not any American accent, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Mankind's rocking back and forth the entire promo. Really good character work from Mankind, by the way. I love Mankind.
Not the only time that he rocks back and forth.
It's true. Then we have our next match right away. Out comes the Nation of Domination. And Farouk will be wrestling tonight. And out comes Ahmed Johnson. What do you think about Ahmed Johnson?
Ahmed Johnson is whew.
Yeah?
Whew.
What do you think of his tights going up his ass the entire fucking night?
Whew. That's what I think of that.
Okay. So Ahmed runs to the ring and immediately takes out Farouk.
Listen, we all have issues down there with things.
Do we? Do we all have issues, Ian?
We all have issues.
I don't think we do.
Once in a while we wear too tight of pants or too,
I want to let you know this happens with his tights every single match.
Well, Frankie, you were a wrestler. Did that ever happen to you?
No, I wore a singlet.
Okay.
Not trunks like that.
Yeah, but did they do any of that?
No.
Well.
Because we had ones that fit properly. That's all he needs is an outfit that fits properly.
It was probably the only one he had left.
It was the only one he ever fucking wears.
It was laundry day.
Okay. And again, oh my god, can't believe it. They're both outside of the ring. Farouk thrown into a ring post. and then Johnson rips Farouk's pants off.
Yeah.
That was real weird, wasn't it? He just goes, "These are my pants now."
I would do the same thing.
You would, but for different reasons.
For different reasons, yes.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Then Farouk rakes the eyes, but then he's taken down with a jumping clothesline. And then Ahmed Johnson starts cheating by whipping Farouk with a belt.
Ahmed likes to whip Farouk with lots of things.
Yep. Sure does. Oh, man, I forgot to mention there's a promo video for this match, too.
Is there?
There is. That would have been splicey earlier, but there is a promo video for this match.
Spicy.
Ahmed Johnson, Farouk calls Ahmed Johnson and Uncle Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yikes. Big yikes on the racial part of this feud.
Racist, homophobic. The list goes on.
So then...
It's because they're in Texas. They're like, we know we can get away with this.
Yeah. Then he throws Farouk into the steps, but then Farouk grabs one of the members of the Nation of Domination and just throws him into Ahmed Johnson. And then he hits Ahmed with a clothesline. And then he drops Ahmed on the edge of the chair, which looked horrible. It looked like the worst bump ever to take.
Yeah.
Then Farouk hits Ahmed with a chair. Where are the fucking rules tonight? Everyone's just breaking the rules.
The owner of the company is right there, and he ain't doing shit.
That's true. Well, he's not specified as the owner yet, but the ref's right there. Then Farouk starts talking smack, and Ahmed stands up and hits the electric chair drop.
I just love the name of that.
What'd you say?
I love the name of that.
Oh, the electric chair drop.
Yeah.
And then Farouk goes up, but Ahmed catches him in a power slam. But then Farouk hits a big spine buster and starts talking smack again. But Ahmed gets up as he's talking smack and hits his own spine buster.
You know, Farouk just needs to stop talking smack.
Really, he does. And then after that spine buster, the Nation all rush in. And they all get taken out by Ahmed, and he wins by DQ.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ahmed Johnson wins the match by DQ.
Because the Nation popped in?
Mm-hmm.
Thought so.
Yeah. He tries to chase Farouk down, but the Nation stops him. He grabs one of them and hits his finishing move, the Pearl River Plunge, through the French announce table.
The poor French.
They lost that announce table. They almost lost it again in the next match, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
They almost lose it a second time.
Yeah.
It's the next match. It really is.
Is it?
It sure is, buddy. It sure is, because the next match is Undertaker Vader.
Yes.
Then they go to an interview from Terry Funk.
Mm-hmm.
Who I love Terry Funk. He's great. He has such a weird voice.
He does.
That interview's not spicy, but God, what a weird man Terry Funk is.
He's confusingly fascinating.
He is.
I want to see more of him.
Oh, you will. He comes back in the Attitude Era.
Bless.
As a different character, but he's still there.
Bless.
It's basically the same character. He just has a new name.
Yay.
Then we go back to an interview with the Nation of Domination.
Mm-hmm.
None of these interviews are like really interesting to me because like I don't have any notes about like what they say.
None of them.
None of them were exceptionally good promos.
No.
And none of them were exceptionally bad.
They were just there.
Yeah. But now comes Vader.
Vader looking like his best Vader self. He's
down
in
to the ring.
Mask.
He is. He's in his. He's
in
looking
his
good.
mask.
He's in his Sunday best.
Yeah. Put on your
And
Sunday clothes. There's lots of world out there.
there is, and his opponent, the Dead Man,
Oh,
the Undertaker.
literally, he's so fucking extra, and I love it.
Let's talk about the Undertaker taking half the pay-per-view runtime to get to the ring.
I literally said the same thing. His walk is taking up the entire fucking runtime.
I was like looking at my phone. I look up. I'm like, oh my god, this man's still walking. What's happening? What's going on?
Good old time.
And so we've had 2 matches before this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Both of them started with an attack before the bell.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, Vader fucking tries it.
Yep.
But Undertaker dodges.
Yep.
But Vader hits a big clothesline. But Taker sits up every time he goes down.
Undertaker was ready for this one.
Yeah, the fucking Michael Myers Undertaker sit-up is so cool every time.
And then, wasn't it after this moment that Vader is just getting the shit beat out of him from Undertaker?
Oh, yeah, Vader gets pissed and starts leaving the ring. And then Taker hits a big double axe handle on the outside.
Yeah, he tries so hard to escape, and Undertaker's like, nope.
Vader rakes the eyes and throats Undertaker on the rope, but Undertaker hits a big jumping leg drop. Vader's standing up. It's the one where Vader's standing and like bent over, and Undertaker like jumps on him.
Yeah, I called Vader getting scissored by Undertaker. That's what I notes.
All right, okay.
It's what it looked like to me.
Then Undertaker hits a scoop slam.
The fancy moves, Frankie.
What'd you say?
I don't know the names of these fancy moves, Frankie.
That's true. Well, that wasn't really a leg drop either. It was like, to be technical, it was a famouser.
Okay.
But you wouldn't have known what that meant.
No.
Then he hits a big scoop slam into another leg drop, goes for the pin, and Vader kicks out at 2. Then Undertaker walks the ropes, but gets crotched by Vader.
And one of the people was like, we've seen this move too often, calls him out.
That's true. He really does. And then Vader just hits Undertaker in the dick.
Yep.
He hits a low blow.
Damn right he does.
And the match is starting to get good.
And then
Fraud Pettingill starts interviewing some 12-year-old kid.
Bitch from Minnesota.
Who's babysitting, apparently.
Yeah.
She's babysitting to get to see the Royal Rumble.
Minnesota accent in her voice.
And I was like, who the fuck is this child?
Who let this child here?
She doesn't want to be on camera.
Right. She's like...
She doesn't want to be interviewed by Fraud Pettingill.
She's not feeling it. I love it. And then before he even cuts back, he says something like, last year she came from Alaska. And I'm like, what? She said she was from Minnesota.
And he goes, how many babies did you sit? What the fuck, Todd? What's wrong with you, you fucking fraud?
Frankie, how many babies have you sit?
Never. I've never sat any babies.
So
then Vader's still in control.
Mm-hmm.
He goes for a cover off of a diving clothesline, only gets 2. Taker hits a reverse slam, but misses an elbow drop.
Mm-hmm.
Vader hits one of his own.
Mm-hmm.
Vader goes up for the diving clothesline again, but Undertaker catches him in a scoop slam.
Mm.
And then Vader hits a big power bomb. And Taker kicks out at 2. Then hits a big jumping clothesline. Taker walks the ropes again, and he finally, for the first time on the show, hits the move. He hits old school. It's called old school.
Uh-huh.
Now.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's like just new school then, or like attending school?
New schools, he count them? Dua Lipa?
He's currently attending school.
He's enrolled.
He's enrolled.
Enrolled. That's what the move is called.
Yeah, it's called Enrolled right now. And then out comes Paul Bearer.
Looking like Danny DeVito as the Penguin trying to be Gomez Adams.
Undertaker hits a choke slam and then clotheslines Vader out of the ring. And he goes straight at Paul Bearer and beats the shit out of him.
Roll away, Paul. Roll away.
Yeah, Jerry says that. So Undertaker's literally just like attacking Vader and Paul Bearer at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And they go towards the French announce table again.
Is this the...
This is where he almost puts him through the announce table, but it doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm. Is this also the moment where Undertaker, like, legit, like, hits the gate?
Yeah, so he puts Vader against the gate.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes to jump at him, but Paul Bearer, like, pulls Vader away.
Mm-hmm.
And Taker, like, jams his knee in between the bars.
Well, also, like, he obviously, like, hits his abdomen region on that, like, pretty fucking hard.
Yeah, I think he went, like, way too fast on that run.
Ooh.
And then Paul Bearer hits the Undertaker with an urn.
Mm-hmm.
Rolls him into the ring.
Yeah.
Vader hits the Vader bomb and pins Undertaker for the win.
Yep.
Then Undertaker gets up, realizes what's happened,
and just starts going.
And starts beating up referees and freaking out.
It yells at Vince.
Yeah, and then he leaves.
Vince is just sitting there like, I'm rich.
That's true. So then we go to comments by Stone Cold Steve Austin and the British Bulldog.
Oh, my two favorites.
These were my favorite comments of the night by the British Bulldog, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
He says he's going to win the match because he's bizarre. That's legit what he says. He's walking into the arena. He goes, I'm going to win the match. I'm bizarre. I'm like, what? What's going on?
He's going to win the match because he is bizarre.
How does that help?
Because the more bizarre you are, Frankie, the more chances you have at winning.
Okay, thanks. Thanks for clearing that up for me.
You're welcome.
So then we go to a 6-man tag match between the team of Correct, Hector Garza, and Perro Aguayo against Fuerza Guerrera, Heavy Metal, and Jerry Estrada. So, you noticed quite a few luchadors tonight, I assume.
Yeah.
This is in the middle of WWF working with the Mexican-based promotion, AAA. Okay. So they had a bunch of their wrestlers on the card.
Mm-hmm.
They're also in Texas, so it was like, it's a big get for them.
Mm-hmm.
So before the match even happened, they had a bunch of, they had 3, like, AAA matches.
Mm-hmm.
Where we had Perro Aguayo Jr. and Venom defeat Maniaco and Mosco de la Merced.
Did you say Venom?
Yeah. We had Blue Demon Jr., Octagon, and Tiniblas Jr. defeat Abismo Negro, Heavy Metal, and Hysteria.
Okay.
And then the final match, which was actually on the pay-per-view free-for-all, which was a free show that aired on like TV before on the USA Network before the pay-per-view, was a minis match. So a little person's match.
I was gonna say
between Mascarita Sagrada Jr. and La Paquita, defeating the team of Mini Mankind and Mini Vader.
Me too.
Which are literally just little people dressed up as Mankind and Vader.
Yikes.
It's real fun.
So you're probably noticing, viewers, that we're not really talking about these matches.
Well, those 3 matches we couldn't talk about. They didn't air on the show. They were dark matches for the crowd. The match that I named, Fuerza Guerrera, Heavy Metal, and Jerry Estrada against Karak, Hector Garza, and Pero Aguaya, it did air.
It did.
But Ian and I don't know either of any of these wrestlers, so I could not write much about it.
Also, at this point, we're just kind of at the point where we're like, all right, let's get to the Rumble.
Yeah. So with this match, I did write a couple things down.
Mm-hmm.
One is that this was legitimately a good match.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed watching it.
It looked like it was good.
But it was hard to care because I didn't know any of them. And it stands out because it's like a completely different style to all the other matches that were happening.
Mm-hmm.
And all the other matches were very similar.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, this one stood out. But I didn't know anyone, so I didn't really care.
Do you think that they put this match where it was because they knew that people would not care?
I think they put it in as filler, and they needed a little break for...
I was just going to say, do you think they purposely put this as a break time match?
Yeah, and they needed a break for Undertaker and Vader.
Mm-hmm.
Who would both be in the Rumble.
Okay, I have questions about when we get to the Rumble.
Yeah.
So finish what you're about to say about this match, and then we'll get to the Rumble.
I think I have... That's all I have, really. The next thing they do is an advertisement for the next pay-per-view, which is then In Your House. And then the Finkel, the Fink, Howard Finkel, tells us the attendance of 60,477.
Uh-huh.
Which is actually, they tell us a number that's lower than the actual number. Which is very strange for what the WWE usually does.
You would think they'd be like, we had this many people. Whoa.
No, they usually are. They usually lie about it. They usually say it's way more than it actually is, but they went lower for some reason.
This was the 90s. They were like, we're going to be kind of truthful. We don't want
Alright, so what did you want to say, though, about the Rumble?
Okay. Because I noticed this in modern day Rumbles.
Mm-hmm.
Where, at least the Rumbles that I've watched with you,
yes,
where the people that are in the main events or the other matches
mm-hmm.
don't make appearances in the Rumbles.
Yes.
So, like, when did...
That's not always a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point in time, modern day, 2019,
mm-hmm.
the roster is so big
mm-hmm.
that
they can do that.
They can like have people in matches and not worry about putting them in the Rumble.
Okay.
They sometimes don't do that, but like for the most of the part nowadays, they don't have anyone pulling double duty. I think the last time they did was when they did the 40-man Rumble,
mm-hmm.
or maybe a couple times after that, but they haven't the last few Rumbles.
So this was a common occurrence back there.
Yeah, back then their roster's not as deep.
Okay. I wondered if it was a roster thing or if they stopped doing it because of fatigue or injury.
No, it's mainly a roster thing.
Okay.
Their roster isn't as deep, so they have to use people multiple times because they want their stars in the Rumble.
Yeah.
But they also want their stars in matches to draw more eyes.
Did everybody get that did a previous match get reused except for the 6th person?
I'm trying to think. The first match is Goldust Hunter. Yeah, they got reused. Ahmed and Farouk do. Yeah, everyone did except for the 6th man. The Rumble should be the main event.
I agree.
Except for this year, actually. Although, even with the way it ends this year, which we'll get to, I think you could have ended the show with that, and it would have been very intriguing to see what happens the next night on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you ready to talk about the Royal Rumble?
I'm so excited.
So, for those listeners who aren't fans of the Rumble, like I said, is my favorite match every year.
It's the best.
It's always fun.
It's so much fun to watch.
The rules of the Royal Rumble are that number 1 and 2 will start in the ring, and every 90 seconds to a minute, depending on which year you're watching. This year it's 90 seconds. A new entrant.
10 seconds.
A kayfabe. Do you know what kayfabe means?
No.
Kayfabe means fake in the world of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So, or a work. Do you know what a work is?
Yeah.
When they're lying to us.
Yeah.
It's a worked 90 seconds.
Okay. Well, I only asked that because they were having clock problems.
Oh no, they were legitimately having clock problems. At the beginning of the match, you notice how there's no like timer in the corner, and then later on they get it back.
Nobody gets music either.
They were some of them have music. It's just hard to hear because people are chanting so much for the Rumble. Yeah. So to be eliminated from the Rumble, the match goes until all 30 men have entered the ring, and to be eliminated, you have to be thrown over the top rope with both feet touching the floor.
Yes. You got that? Remember that.
The winner gets a main event title match
at
WrestleMania.
Against
whoever happens to be the WWF champion.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is going to be interesting.
So, the number 1 entrant for this year's Rumble is Crush from the Nation of Domination. And number 2 happens to be the Nation of Domination's biggest enemy, Ahmed Johnson. It's almost like this is scripted or something.
It's almost like they had this planned.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
So, for the Rumble matches, they're kind of hard to cover because like not a lot happens. Most of the Rumble matches is just like random brawling, people sitting around, people pretending to try and eliminate each other.
Sometimes people standing outside the match if you're Chris Jericho.
Yeah. So we're just going to go over entrance, eliminations, and any like big spots that happen throughout the match. And if you have any commentary about anything in between, shout it out.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 entrant is Fake Razor Ramon. He is immediately eliminated by Ahmed Johnson.
Poor Razor.
Yeah. And then Farouk comes out and stands in the aisleway.
Mm-hmm.
And Ahmed Johnson eliminates himself to chase Farouk.
Which is hilarious.
Fucking idiot. Ahmed Johnson, the biggest fucking idiot. What better way to get at your biggest rival than by winning the Rumble and becoming world champion? But no, you're gonna fucking...
He was like, what?
Go through the middle rope! So you can come back!
Okay. But like, you're right.
Later in the match, Stone Cold goes through the middle rope. There's a point in the match where he leaves. Because he's in a spot he's not supposed to be, I'm pretty sure. And he goes through the middle rope, so he's not eliminated.
Okay.
But, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So, Ahmed Johnson eliminates himself. Next, number 4 comes out, and it is Phineas I. Godwin.
I put Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas Godwin, whose partner comes out later on.
I like his outfit.
Is a pig farmer. That's his gimmick.
Sweet.
Do you know what his initials are?
No.
You want me to say his name again?
Pig.
Phineas I. Godwin.
It's Pig.
Yep. His brother, who comes out at number 30, by the way, is Henry O. Godwin.
Og.
Yep.
He is not 30.
Yeah, he is.
He is not 30.
Henry Godwin is 30.
Henry is 29 because I don't want to...
Oh, you're right. Never mind. Henry Godwin is number 29. Oops.
Yeah.
And then here it comes. Number 5. We hear the glass break. And out comes Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He
hits the ring. He hits Crush with a fucking jumping clothesline.
Oh.
And then Phineas eliminates Crush. And then Phineas gets hit with that Stone Cold Stunner. And he's eliminated. So it's Austin by himself in the ring.
Yeah.
So number 19 is Savio Vega.
I literally do not know who he is, what he did.
He's going to become a big character later on, unfortunately.
Oh boy.
But Austin immediately eliminated Savio Vega.
That's why I didn't write anything down, because he was in and out.
Number 20 is Jesse James.
He was funny.
He immediately starts dancing, and Austin eliminates him.
Yep.
And he's alone once again. And then you hear the guitar riff.
And he gets terrified.
At number 21 is Bret Hart. Yeah, and I wrote that too. Austin looks terrified at the thought of Bret Hart coming into this match.
I know.
Which is really good facial acting from Stone Cold.
Yeah, I was proud. I was proud that he was able to do that.
And Bret Hart hauls ass to the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And he and Austin just go at it.
Mm-hmm.
And he locks him in the sharpshooter. And he's like, you can't eliminate him from the sharpshooter, but he just wants to put pain on Austin for all the shit he's been causing.
Yeah.
And then number 22.
I was so fucking confused and happy about this.
Fucking Jerry the King Lawler
Gets up from
stands up from the announce table.
Vince is like, I thought you weren't in it.
He strips his jacket off. He goes into the ring. And then Bret Hart eliminates him almost immediately.
Oh, that was so funny.
It was really good because he has a line. He goes, Vince, it takes a king about winning the match. And then he gets eliminated. He goes, and Vince goes, I thought you said it took a king. And Lawler goes, you didn't let me finish. I said it takes a king to know a king. And then he like sits there and puts his headset back on, all pissed.
I love it.
But as soon as Bret eliminates Lawler, he goes immediately right back to beating up Austin.
Yeah.
Which is really good. God, I love this match just talking about it.
It's so good.
So number 23 is Fake Diesel.
Yes.
And then nothing really happens, really.
Mm-hmm.
So number 24 is Terry Funk.
Yes.
And I want to put here that I've been trying to get pictures of everybody, and I think for the most part I've been getting pictures of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get a picture of Terry Funk because he came out too fucking early.
Mm.
He came out before the clock was done. Like, his ass is halfway down the ramp by the time it reaches 0.
Yeah.
Stay in the back, old man. What are you fucking doing?
Yeah, he just like yeeted himself out there.
There's a clock for a reason. Even Vince points it out. Vince is probably pissed.
Vince is pissed when you breathe.
Vince goes, and Terry Funk coming out here early backstage after the show. What the fuck were you thinking, Terry? You fucking piece of shit.
Who let him out early?
You came out early.
I'm sorry, he got past security and we couldn't do anything about it.
Who are you?
I'm your assistant.
Get the fuck out of my office. Oh, Terry Funk came out fucking early. What the shit? I can't believe it.
That was good. That was real good.
Number 25 is Rocky Maivia.
I was so happy.
He comes out, immediately goes for Stone Cold.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my god, give this a year.
Okay.
Give it. Oh no, wait. This is 97.
Yeah.
Give it 2 years. Well, yeah, give it a year, but also give it 2 years.
Okay.
Oh, the hottest thing in the company. I'm going to spoil it for you right now.
Do they have sex?
This is going to be WrestleMania 13 coming up.
Okay.
2 years later, the main event of WrestleMania 15 is Stone Cold versus The Rock.
I'm so excited.
At that moment, you're looking at 1A and 1B of the company. Stone Cold and The Rock are the two biggest figures in the company.
Yeah.
For the Attitude Era.
Oh, wow.
And that's... Other people like to say that the Attitude Era is popular because it was vulgar and they pushed the edges of TV and they were creative. And maybe, because the 90s is a bit of a vulgar time.
Well, yeah, like...
And boundary-pushing time. And obviously when something's creative, it's better.
Yeah.
But the reason the company is so popular...
is because of that match?
It's not that match. It's the people.
Uh-huh.
There's no other time in WWE history... I don't care what anyone says about Hulk Hogan and Macho Man.
Okay.
That you have two top stars in the company that are that big.
Yeah.
Austin is... In a year, you're going to see everyone in the arena. Or by the end of this year, like... Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you, by after WrestleMania 13... Mm-hmm. You're going to start seeing people in every arena wearing Austin 316 shirts.
Okay.
Carrying Austin 316 signs.
Good.
He's going to become the most popular man in the company. And then you have when The Rock finally becomes The Rock and turns that switch on at, like, I think about WrestleMania 14. He becomes super hot too, and you just have the two hottest guys who at any moment could be the top faces or a face and a heel combination against each other.
Yeah.
It's just so great, and you never get that again, and you never had that before.
Yeah.
And I don't think you ever will get it again.
Yeah. I'm excited now. Thank you for exciting me.
You should be. Number 26 comes out. It's Mankind. Making his way to the ring.
Making his way downtown.
Making his way downtown, yeah, he sure is. He's moving fast. He's hauling ass.
Rocket in the corner.
Number 27 is Flash Funk. First appearance of the Flasher here. The Funker. No, the Funker's Terry Funk. The Funkster will be Flash Funk.
I like his outfit.
Yeah, he has a fun outfit. After he enters the match, Brett hits a big pile driver on Stone Cold.
Yes.
And then Flash Funk hits a big dive, taking out both Fake Diesel and Terry Funk.
Mm-hmm.
Then number 28 is Vader coming out. Looking his
Okay.
Vader best.
Fucking Vader.
Number 29 is the Hog himself, Henry O. Godwin.
Now, this was the moment where nobody was getting eliminated, correct?
Yeah, they're just like brawling.
Yeah.
And then number 30 is the man himself. The lights go out, you hear the gong, it's The Undertaker.
And Vince is like, here's your fucking winner.
And then you also get the comment from Jerry Lawler when the lights go out saying this is how the whole Rumble should be fought.
Okay, is it Lawler that hates Brett?
Yeah, Lawler fucking hates Brett.
I loved that.
So Undertaker comes in, hits a choke slam on Stone Cold, hits another choke slam on Vader. But then Vader like almost immediately gets up and like lifts Flash Funk over his head.
I loved
and
that.
Throws him out.
Oh yeah, got yeeted.
And then Henry Godwin is wearing like overalls.
Uh-huh.
And Undertaker just like lifts him by his overalls and tosses him out of the ring.
This is when they were getting thrown out left and right.
Yeah, because we're coming up to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Mankind locks the mandible claw onto The Rock.
Yes.
And he eliminates him. Sorry, not Rock. Not The Rock. Rocky Maivia.
I was so sad when Rocky got eliminated.
And then Mankind and Terry Funk take each other over the top rope onto the apron.
Yes.
And then Funk climbs over the top rope.
Mm-hmm.
Back into the ring. But then Mankind lifts him, throws him out.
Yeah.
And then Undertaker comes over and eliminates Mankind.
I was so
and
happy.
Terry Funk, what, you were happy that Undertaker eliminated him?
Yeah.
And then Terry Funk and Mankind start brawling on the outside.
Yeah.
Taking the attention of the refs.
Is it the thing?
Where we get the thing. Bret Hart throws Stone Cold Steve Austin
Out of the ring. Over the top rope.
Both feet hit the floor. But the refs are on the other side of the ring, dealing with Mankind and Terry Funk. They don't see it.
Uh-huh.
Austin sneaks back into the ring.
Yep.
Eliminates both Undertaker and Vader.
Yep.
At the same time, Bret eliminates Fake Diesel.
Yep.
He turns around, sees Austin. He looks like he's seen a fucking ghost.
Yeah.
Austin throws Bret over the top rope, eliminating him, in air quotes.
But Austin wins.
But the refs crown Stone Cold the winner of the 1997 Royal Rumble. Ian, I told you were going to like the ending to this Rumble.
You were right.
How did you feel? Describe this to me. How did you feel about this?
You ever get those moments where you're like, damn, I really wanted certain someone to win.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, they get eliminated.
Yeah.
And then they're like, psych.
So I'm assuming that's what happened with you?
I was so happy.
That Austin won?
Because to me, I don't mean this to sound like negative or mean or anything, but to me there's nothing distinguishable or like, at least right now, distinguishable or like interesting about Bret Hart.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, he just seems like he's there. And also, the entire match, Stone Cold Steve Austin was fucking it up. Like, he dominated this.
He did.
And to me, him not winning would have been a service. and him winning because he was in there the entire fucking time for 40 minutes.
50 minutes, I think. If I look, I can find the stats online. They show you like total amount of time in the match.
To me, that is more compelling.
Stone Cold was in the match for 45 minutes.
To me, that is more compelling because he was number 5. Bret Hart.
Yeah, he was in there for the longest.
Bret Hart was number 21. It's more compelling that the person that was in there the longest dominated it.
Mm-hmm. He does. He has the most time in the match. He also has the most eliminations in the match with 10.
Yeah. He dominated it. And to me, if Bret would have won, it just would have felt... I would have felt like... you know?
So, can I tell you the original ending for this match?
Oh, boy. Go for it.
So, originally, WrestleMania 12 ends with Shawn Michaels taking the title from Bret Hart.
Right.
The original ending of the match was supposed to be Bret Hart winning to get the because Bret and Shawn didn't have a rematch.
Yeah.
So the original ending was supposed to get to the rematch at WrestleMania 13. They had a show on Saturday mornings, I think. And on the show, one of the characters on the show, Vic Venom, predicted that Bret Hart would win the match. He didn't know the result. He just took what he saw on TV and predicted that Bret would win.
Yeah.
Vince got upset
that
the match was spoiled. So he changed it to have Stone Cold win the match.
Okay.
Which means that their plans were changed. And I don't know how they were going to get to Bret Shawn. I guess they were going to go with like the screwy finish of Bret actually won the match, but my idea is that the main event of In Your House, the next pay-per-view, would have been Bret versus Austin.
Yeah.
Winner gets to Mania.
Yeah.
Bret wins. That way Shawn doesn't defend the title. He gets a month off. You get a match with Bret and Shawn at WrestleMania 13.
Okay.
That's not going to happen. It is not Bret and Shawn. I'll tell you that now.
Because of this?
This and another thing. Do you want me to tell you the title match for WrestleMania? Because you're not going to have any idea how they get to it, even if I tell you what the title match is.
Go for it.
The title match at WrestleMania is Psycho Sid against Undertaker. Yeah? You shocked? Are you fucking shocked?
I'm happy.
Do you have any idea how they get to that match?
No, I'm excited to see how they're gonna get to it.
Do you want to know who Shawn Michaels wrestles?
Who?
No one. He's not on the card. You want to know who do fight each other, though, in one of the greatest matches in WrestleMania history?
Who?
Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin. They're going to wrestle each other.
God bless Vince McMahon.
And we're going to see how we get to that. And why we get to that. Coming up on an episode of Raw.
Yes!
So, but Austin is the winner of the Rumble for all intents and purposes right now. And then Bret starts arguing with the refs. He like shoves all the refs around. He is pissed.
Yells at Vince.
Austin leaves. He's just like out of there. Yeah, he yells at Vince.
Vince is sitting there like, I'm rich.
I don't know what to do. I can't do anything for you, pal. And then we go.
The audience is not happy.
Yeah, they're not. They're angry. They hate Stone Cold right now.
Yeah.
But then we go to an interview we go to a promo for the world title match. Then we go to an interview that was conducted earlier in the day. And we find out that Shawn Michaels has the flu.
We do.
Which, in actual real life, he did have the flu.
Yeah.
So he's wrestling this match with the flu.
And they will tell you that he's wrestling with the flu. Also, in WrestleMania, Vince continues to say, winner takes all. There are no rules.
Oh, for this match?
No, in the Royal Rumble, the entire
Oh
time
yeah,
it's just like there are no allies.
yeah. It's every man for himself.
Yep.
That's why Owen turned on Bulldog, his brother-in-law.
Damn.
So they cut to Sean in the back,
Looking like
wearing an outfit.
looking like fucking village people.
He looks like the gayest cowboy.
Yeah.
I have a picture. The picture I have for Sean is of him wearing this outfit. I need the people to see it.
It's beautiful.
But they show him walking backstage to the entranceway, and then they hit his music, and he walks to the ring.
His pyro is dangerous.
It sure is.
That is not OSHA regulated.
Nope. They do the same thing for Sid. Like they show him walking backstage,
Yep.
and then
Literally,
to the ring.
this takes up most of the match.
I want to say though, I really, really love showing the competitors walking backstage.
Hmm.
It makes it feel like a big time match,
I agree.
and they should do that for all the big time matches.
I also think
Even today, they should do it today. I would love to see it today.
I also think it works very well for the character of Psycho Sid.
Yeah. So then, this is where I put the Whistlers back. You hear her a lot. I think it's a girl, but I don't know. Could be a dude. You hear them a lot with Sid when Sid's coming out.
Sid should not have close-ups at all to his face.
Oh, he always should. His facial expressions are great.
Yeah, but we were like literally up his nose.
I know. That's the best part.
No.
And then the match starts, and we have a stare down between the two with Sid taking a huge height advantage.
I wanted them to make out.
He's half a foot taller than Sean, by the way.
I wanted them to make out.
I know you did. But instead of making out, Sean gets shoved to the ground.
Also, wait, can we also talk about how I would also hate to be in the nosebleeds of the Alamo Dome?
Why?
You can't see shit.
That's true. And this is before they have like the Titantron, really, so you can't. I mean, they do have that screen, but it's not the big Titantron, so you can't really see everything.
You can't see shit. And the stage is small as fuck.
Yeah. And the ring is small by comparison to where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
But after Sean gets taken down, he gets right back up in Sid's face.
Yeah.
And then he runs, hits a cross body, and begins like pummeling Sid's head into the mat.
Yeah.
Then he kicks Sid out of the ring. Because not every other match had done this, so you know.
Yeah.
They brawl on the outside again. Sid goes for like, what'd you say?
Which we love.
Sid goes for a big press slam, and Sean escapes. Then we go back into the ring. Sean is caught coming off the top rope, and then Sean rolls out of the way when Sid tries to elbow drop him, but then he gets Irish whipped. He puts the boot up to stun Sid, but he gets whipped again, and he flips up and over the turnbuckle out of the ring, which is a signature Sean spot, and it always looks cool. Sid comes out of the ring and picks up Sean, rams his back straight into the ring post. We go back into the ring, Sid maintaining control. He turns Sean out with a big clothesline. And then Sean runs at him and gets put into a bear hug. Sean punches his way out. And we see his parents.
His mom is so cute.
Not looking concerned at all. As Vince says, they look concerned. And they don't look concerned at all. Then we go... Sean gets put back into the bear hug. And then we have a super zoom in on, and I quote from JR, Sean's mama.
She's so cute.
Michaels escapes this bear hug with an inverted atomic drop.
This bear hug was also when Vince kept saying he has the flu.
He did. And then Sean just hits like a jumping punch. Like, he jumps off the second rope and just punches Sid.
I love.
Then he gets caught in another bear hug.
I love the bear hugs. They're cute.
Then after he throws Sean down, Sid goes for the pin, only gets 2. He hits a big leg drop, but Sean kicks out again at 2. Sean gets fired up here now. He hits a big scoop slam. Hits a jumping forearm. Kips up. Gets to the top. Hits the diving elbow drop. And then he starts to tune up the band. He's looking to play some of that sweet chin music. He throws the kick. But Sid catches his foot.
Yes, he does.
And just tosses Sean out of the ring.
He just like casually.
They don't really do anything on the outside though.
No.
They go back into the ring, and Sean gets whipped into the ref. So the ref's knocked out. Sid hits a choke slam and pins Sean. He gets a visible 3 count. But there's no ref. But a new ref emerges. He runs down to the ring. He goes for the count. 1, 2. Sean kicks out. Sean then grabs a... somehow this ref gets knocked out. I don't remember how.
It's because Sid knocks him out.
Oh, Sid knocks him out? I didn't see that.
Sid was like, no, I should have fucking won. And then was like, bam.
Okay, so Sid knocks him out. And Sean takes the camera, which remember, that's how Sid won the title. And he whacks Sid twice with it. He crawls into the pin. But there's no ref.
Nope.
But the original ref, he's waking up. He crawls over. And 1, 2, Sid kicks out.
I was so happy.
And then Sean tunes up the band. Hits that sweet chin music. And the ref counts that 1, 2, 3. And your winner and new WWF World Champion is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. I feel like you're not a fan.
No.
Of Shawn Michaels winning it.
I wanted Psycho Sid to win.
That's a shame.
Is it?
You didn't get it.
I know. I thought he had it.
Did you?
There were
in San Antonio.
I know.
In Sean's hometown. With, and I quote, Jose Lothario bringing all the Mexicans.
Oh, that's so racist.
Yeah, Sid said that though on Raw, so they're there.
Yes.
All the Mexicans are there.
Look,
by the way, Mexico.
From the moment that this whole fucking thing began, it was playing up for Sean to win.
Yeah. By the way, I want to say Mexico's population in 1997 was 97 million people, so Jose didn't bring them all.
Yes, he did.
There were only 60,000 people in the arena.
They were, I don't know. Any joke that
they switched in and out.
I don't know. Any joke that could be made is racist, so therefore.
No, they switched in and out. They switched at every match.
There we go. We figured it out. We did it.
But you wanted Sid to win.
I did. I think it would have been more compelling and also more badass if he beat Sean in his hometown in front of his parents.
Wow, that's mean. You're ruthless.
Listen, like, life's not fair. Sometimes you get beaten in front of your parents.
Wow, okay.
And that's what I wanted to happen.
So then Sean celebrates everywhere across the arena. And then they show a really cool highlight package that they made during the show. And the show's over.
Yeah.
That was your 1997 Royal Rumble.
It was so good.
It was good.
Somebody asked me, because I told somebody that like I'm a fan of wrestling, and they're not a fan of wrestling. They're like, why do you like wrestling? And I'm like, this is the reason why I now like wrestling.
The Rumble.
Yeah, it's fun. It's basically theater.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a good old time. Like,
I think the best match to get someone like not even invested in wrestling, but to introduce them is the Royal Rumble, because a lot of people say you got to show like single matches or like a good technical match or a hardcore match or something. But I think the Rumble works well for newer fans because you're getting 30 guys, and if they do it right, you're getting all 30 of those personalities. You can understand who they are.
yeah.
And it's excitement for the entire match almost.
Honestly, this was better than recent Royal Rumbles because they all had personalities, distinct personalities that like really worked, and I was very invested.
That's true.
There was not a point where I looked at my phone.
During the Rumble match, I kind of got bored at points. It dragged a little bit in the middle. When they were bringing in all the luchadors.
I didn't mind it.
And then once
Diesel or Undertaker.
No, once Brett came into the match, it kind of picked up. There was a lull, I guess, from like number 11 to 21.
A 10-person lull.
Yeah, once Brett came in, it kind of picked up again. I think.
Okay.
But so our awards for the show. What was your match of the night?
I mean, match of the night. Can we count the Rumble?
I didn't count the Rumble, but if you want to give it to the Rumble, I'll let you.
No, okay, I'll give it to Vader versus Undertaker.
Okay. That's also what I gave my match of the night to. Vader versus Undertaker.
Mm-hmm. I think it had a better payoff. It had Danny DeVito as Gomez Adams, and
yeah, it did. It had Paul Bear. It progressed Undertaker's story forward. It progressed Vader's story forward.
Yeah.
It wasn't too long.
No.
It didn't overstay its welcome.
That was the other thing. I thought the last match was very long.
It was only 13 minutes.
It felt long.
The longest non-Rumble match was the Hunter and Goldust match. Which was like 16 minutes, almost 17. The Vader and Undertaker match only went 13 minutes and 19 seconds.
That's a good time.
Mm-hmm. And then, I think I already know the answer to this. But Ian, who is the MVP?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay.
Did you?
And my MVP is also Stone Cold Steve Austin. How could it not be Stone Cold?
He dominated.
He did. 45 minutes in the match, in the Rumble. He won the Rumble. He did some really great character work in the Rumble. The little watch bit. The cheating to win. Screwing Bret Hart over.
It was beautiful.
I do have to give a honorable mention to Bret. Bret did really well, I think. But
if I'm gonna give an honorable mention, it's going to be to Psycho Sid.
Okay. But yeah, Stone Cold, man, this was his show.
He won. He won for me.
And that brings us to the end of the Rumble.
Oh.
If I'm certain, we have 2 more Raws for the month of January.
Okay.
And then we'll give our end of the month award, which is the MVP of January. So who knows who that'll be?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Maybe, maybe not, maybe not.
If it's not, I'm calling fake news.
I have the votes tallied right here.
There are no votes.
There are. I've been saying by everyone we give our MVP awards to has been getting a point.
Oh, fuck.
So,
Now I'm gonna have to cheat.
no, you don't. No, don't cheat. Don't cheat. There are 3 nominees so far for MVP of the month.
Are we Oscaring this?
We're Oscaring this.
God bless.
You also don't know the tally of the votes, so you wouldn't remember.
What if I
who you voted for?
Episodes?
What'd you say?
What if I listen to our episodes?
That's fine. Go ahead. These won't be up by the time the fucking end of the month. When the shows roll around, you think I'm gonna edit that fast? You're fucking funny. I also got some gameplay videos I gotta upload too. So.
Fuck. Feck.
Dude, the gameplay videos are my saving grace because I can edit those really quickly.
You just have to go boop, done.
I just add a fucking title card and a fucking screenshot.
You know, I know this is like we're running over time and all that, but like I watched our gameplay videos and we're fucking funny.
Dude, it's so hard streaming now.
I bet.
Because I'm streaming on my own and I'm like, how do you do this?
We need to figure this out. Because I miss playing video games with you.
We need to find a way, because it's hard, because if I stream and you're there, there's a delay.
Yeah.
But if I try to stream on my laptop, I can capture your audio from a Skype call.
Mm-hmm.
But I lost the capability to stream on my laptop after the one I did, so fuck it, I guess.
Yikes.
But yeah, that brings us to the end of this episode.
Yep.
It's sad.
Good game.
But we're running long, so.
Good game. Good game.
Good game, boys. Good game.
F's and chats.
So we're gonna say goodbye, but before we do that, we need you to do some things for us. We got to do the business.
Sacrifice your firstborn.
Well, no.
Oh,
First of all, we want you to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Next up, number 2, we want you to follow us on Twitter. Number 3, follow us on Twitch. We are currently on the road to 50. We're looking for 50 followers on Twitch. So follow us on Twitch. Tune into the streams. Get to see me be bad at video games.
Okay.
Number 4, follow us on Instagram. Ian, you still there? Ian? I've lost my recording partner. For the time being. But, hello?
I'm here.
Hi.
I've been here.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Number 4 is follow us on Instagram.
Yes.
Ian's doing a great job on the Instagram page.
I'm trying my best.
And finally, number 5, and maybe the most important of all of the things. Send us an email with some questions.
I'm not giving up on my Q&A.
Ian wants to either do a Q&A episode. I'm thinking if we don't get that many, we can do a Q&A section at the end of each episode.
I'll settle for that, but I want.
Ian wants questions, and he wants to answer them.
Damn right.
So please let Ian answer some questions.
Let me answer some questions.
Becky,
smash.
What?
Becky, let me smash.
Hashtag let Ian answer questions. But with all of that being said,
on that note,
we want to thank you for supporting us. Share this video. Share our channel with people. Share it worldwide.
Or to your grandma.
And we're going to let you go after this almost 2-hour episode.
You know what? It was worth it.
It was worth it. Saying goodbye. It is Frankie.
And it's Ian.
And we are the PACRats.
Bye now.